Well, those airstrikes being met on Capitol Hill, both with bipartisan support as well as unease. NewsNation's Joe Connell continues our coverage from the White House. And Joe, a number of congressional Democrats voicing their concerns really almost immediately.
Yeah, and there certainly are a handful, Nichole, of congressional Democrats who have expressed frustration that Congress was not notified before President Biden authorized these strikes in Yemen. Now, you heard Roberts reporting there. We were on a call last night with one administration official, one military official who went to great lengths to try to explain that these attacks were very targeted and the goal was just to limit the capability of these Houthi rebels. Nonetheless, you are seeing some of that frustration from certain members of Congress. And I want to start with Congressman Connell, the Democrat from California, because this is someone who's a strong ally of President Biden. But he says the president needs to come to Congress before launching a strike against the Houthis in Yemen and involving us in another Middle East conflict. That's Article 1 of the Constitution. I'll stand up for that, regardless of whether a Democrat or Republican is in the White House. Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, who's the leader of the Progressive Caucus, she too said this is an unacceptable violation of the Constitution. Article 1 requires military action be authorized by Congress. Now, Nichole, I do want to be clear that the vast majority of Democrats in both the House and Senate have either not said anything. Some have come forward and expressed support for the president taking this action now. So certainly it's not all Democrats who are upset by this, but the ones who are certainly have big platforms and they've been sharing those frustrations. Now, on the other side of the aisle, you've seen a lot of what I might call tempered or measured support for President Biden from Republicans for taking this strike. The only complaint among many is that they wanted to see that kind of action sooner. This is Congressman Nichole, chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, weighing in.
I applaud last night's strike, but we need to make sure we're projecting strength to them, and we're not going to sit back and let them take over the Red Sea and dock our commercial ships.
Now, we saw President Biden take off today in Marine One just outside of the White House on the South Lawn here. He did not come over to reporters. He didn't answer any questions. Certainly, there was a lot of interest in asking him about these very topics here today. Nichole.
Oh, yeah, a lot of interest. Okay, Joe, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.